Hi. So I'm not a beauty blogger, but I do like to share things that are working for me, and I finally found something that's repairing the sun damage to my skin, so I thought I'd share it with you. The story is that I taught outdoor ed for a long time. I did a lot of stuff outdoors, and in my late teens, early 20s, did not wear anywhere near as much sunscreen as I should have. And so in my late 20s, early 30s, the damage really started to show up. I had dark pigmentation across my forehead. From driving, I had a dark pigmentation streak going down the left-hand side from the sun exposure on the driver's side window. And 2 years ago, when I had my son, I ended up with a mask of pregnancy, so dark pigmentation along my cheekbones. The end result was that I had a very blotchy face, and it was very distinctive, the dark brown patches, lighter skin, and it really stood out. I didn't like the way that my skin looked. It looked older than I wanted, and so I didn't want to look damaged anymore. I tried a whole bunch of different products. They didn't work, or they had weird side effects. Things like making my skin very sensitive, or one weird one, when I put it on at bedtime, it bleached my pillowcase, and that weirded me out. So did not like that. Finally found something that is really working and also doesn't have any weird side effects. So what's ended up happening, as I've been using this, it hasn't worked the way that I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to watch the dark pigmentation get lighter, clear up, and instead that is not what happened. My healthy skin instead started to spread. So as my skin, I guess, regenerated or healed or did whatever it was doing, the healthy patches started to open up and get bigger and bigger and bigger, while the dark pigmentation stayed just as bad as it ever was. And what that meant was that as the lighter, healthier patches got bigger and bigger and bigger, for approximately 3 or 4 weeks, the patchiness looked worse. That was a little bit frustrating, but who cares? Toss that off to the side, because it was so exciting to watch the expansion of the healthy skin. So getting past that first 3 or 4 weeks, because heads up, at one point, like honestly, between the healthy skin and the dark stuff, I had a giant crescent moon on my forehead. It looked crazy. Once you get past that, I am now watching my healthier skin have even healthier patches of skin open up, and now those are getting bigger. So I'm just kind of watching like these waves of health, I guess, go through my skin. And I picked the best lighting I could find in my house. I don't know if you can see it on your screen or not, but I'll try and highlight for you. So rosacea runs very strong in my family. The red cheeks, the little tiny blood vessels that show up. I don't know if you can see, I've got redness here. That's family rosacea. But this patch of skin here is lighter. This healthy patch is spreading out and pushing into the rosacea. So the damaged rosacea skin is actually healing from that one spot as it spreads out. On this cheek here, here's the redness, but you might be able to see there's a lighter spot right here. So that healthy skin has opened up in the middle, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's a second little spot that just recently opened up underneath it. So I now have these two little lighter patches that just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's really cool to be able to see, because I'm putting this on at bedtime pretty much every night, how each day is making progress. So there's visible, noticeable progression. And what you can't see in this video, the dark pigmentation, because the stuff that I started off with is gone, and I love that. So this is a huge, huge, huge improvement from what I had before. So I'm going to tell you what I have inside this bottle. This is, first of all, a misting bottle, a 100 milliliter misting bottle from Amazon. It has fractionated coconut oil in it as a carrier oil. I use Dr. Adorable brand, which I also found on Amazon. I really like the quality of it. And then 3 doTERRA essential oils are mixed in here. So the 3 essential oils that I went with were wild orange, lavender, and sandalwood. Wild orange and lavender are supposed to have restorative properties for skin, and then sandalwood is supposed to specifically help with rosacea. So I picked that one because of that running in my family. Couple of things that I can share with you, because there are different oils that you can pick. I'm probably going to play around with different oils as I move forward from here. Reason for it, sandalwood is a little bit more pricey, but seemed worth trying for the rosacea. It's definitely doing something. But I might try something else, because I was trying to go for a lower price point. Other things like tea tree oil and frankincense also have restorative properties for skin. Frankincense is kind of the high expensive end. Wild orange is the low expensive, low cost end, and then you've got all the oils in between. So I think I'm going to try and bring the overall cost down, but for the amount of difference that I've seen, I definitely consider what's in this bottle worth the money that I paid for it. Then to go along with that, 2 mistakes that I made. One was I took the 3 bottles of doTERRA oil, dumped them straight into the bottle, and then topped it up with fractionated coconut oil, that is way too much. The principle of essential oil is don't use a lot, use a little, but use it consistently. And so I kind of wasted the oils a bit in that just the concentration did not need to be that high. That's 15 milliliters of lavender, 15 milliliters of wild orange, and 5 of sandalwood. That's way too much for a 100 milliliter bottle. So I could have stretched out those oils, and if you try this, just keep that in mind. You don't need to dump the bottles in. The other mistake I made was the scent profile. Lavender, sandalwood, and wild orange do not go together. It smells so bad. I don't like the smell. But in the end, I couldn't care less because it's doing what I need it to do. And I just figure with my future experiments, I'm going to try different scent profiles, because if they have restorative properties for my skin and smell good together, that would be really nice. It mostly smells like lavender with sandalwood. The wild orange, the citrus scent, is just completely lost in this combination. And I'm not really that big of a fan of lavender. Maybe if you like lavender, you'll like it more than I do. But anyways, just that is what is in this bottle. If you don't know how to get a hold of doTERRA products, I can highly recommend hopping on Facebook and looking for the Facebook group or the page Making Essential Oils Work. It's run by a woman named Chrissy Vance, and she's the one that I got matched up with doTERRA through, and she's just awesome. She is really good at educating people. She's great for answering your questions. And so if you want to get a hold of some doTERRA stuff, hop on Facebook, find that group, and she'll get you set up. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes, because if this is the impact that I've already seen, the mask is pretty much cleared up. That dark pigmentation across my forehead is gone. I don't have the weird unevenness down one side of my face instead of the other. There's so many improvements, and I still have even healthier patches opening up and spreading. Who knows where this is going to go? I'm just excited to have happy, healthy skin again. And for it to be getting happier and healthier. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'll respond to them. If you have any comments, put them in the comments. Any other tricks that you would share for how you've repaired your sun damage. And the last thing is, if you did find this helpful, please like, share, subscribe. I post all sorts of other videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.